365 days of reflections for 2026. And I started my day with communion. That is the best way, the best way to start the day. Best part of waking up. Actually, I am also waking up and journaling my dreams. I'm getting dreams and visions back. Not that they've ever went away, but I just wasn't writing them down and keeping good record of them. So I'm starting to do that again. And I find when I write them down, when I write down the dreams earlier, I'm able to remember more details. So I want to encourage any of you dreamers out there, if you're dreaming, if you have visions, write them down, write them down. And if you have a trusted friend, a trusted mentor that you can share them with, and maybe they can assist in interpreting them because I believe that's another way that God speaks to us, right? In our dreams. And so today was another good day. Good day. Good day. I think every day is a good day that we're above ground. I do. Well, at least I feel that way. Every day is a good day that I'm above ground. So that was first part of the day. And then it went into the wisdom challenge. If you haven't been watching, today was another amazing day. Each day there's just new revelations, new things to learn. And sometimes things that I've heard before, I hear it in a fresh new way. Like today, the guest speaker was Rami Khalil and Pedro. He and Pedro um, co, well, they have Fortress Financial, which is their financial firm, but they also do insurance. And so today, one of the statements that Rami made, which really resonated with me, he said, the fear of loss will almost certainly create real loss. It's almost as though what you fear the most comes to pass, what you dread the most comes to pass. And it goes with, so a man thinks, so is he. So if you're thinking about something long enough, certainly bound to happen. And then what Pedro said I thought was poignant too. He said, fear is the door. That was something he said. And he also said, when you constantly argue for your limitations, I think this was Rami that said that, when you constantly argue for your limitations, you get to keep them. So if you want to argue about being right, well, you are right for you. So I love that. And the last bit that I got from the 31-day wisdom challenge was, your ability to act quicker is your breakthrough. So the quicker you respond to get out of the situation, the quicker you break through. And so all that's from the 31-day wisdom challenge, which goes on to the end of the month. So if you haven't joined, it's not too late. Go ahead and join the wisdom challenge. How are you, Nancy Trotter? And so the wisdom challenge took a nice part of the day, and then I took my van. I have a van that I purchased for my mother. I filled it up with things for a listing, and so my husband and I took all the stuff over there today to prepare staging it. I decided I'm going to start purchasing things to stage vacant houses, and then when the house sells, I'll get to take it home and I get a lot of nice new things that I was able to use in the process. So I figure it's a win-win-win, right? Um, yeah, so that was my day. Oh, and then after that, I had a couple of Zoom meetings. Oh man, I had an amazing prayer call with 100X prayer team, and they were doing prophetic. Sherry, who is she is the I'm trying to give her a title. Well, not give her a title. She has a title. I just don't know. She's the trainer, lead trainer for the 100X prayer team, and she was doing prophetic words today. And you never guess the word that I got. You never guess the word that I got. So what we did is we gave headlines for our year, and you might want to think about doing this. We all gave a headline that we thought of ourselves for the year, and then she took our headlines and went into a prophetic word for us to, for our year. And man, of course, I don't have it right in front of me, but I wrote it down and someone else wrote it down for me, but it was spot on. So my headline basically said Legacy Emotion, and it said something was a subtopic under that. So when she said the two words that resonated with her were legacy and permanence. Permanence. I don't know if she said permeance or permanence. So she said those two words stuck out to her, and she went on to share what she saw in me in the spirit. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. It was literally what she said was as though she was in my house reading my mail. I mean, literally, that's just how spot on she was. And I'm not kidding. I wouldn't make that up. So it was, it was, it was wild. And then after that, I had I'm working on a nonprofit with some ladies in the hub. So I can't say the details. Well, I could, but it's not formulated yet. But yeah, but we're working on a nonprofit. This will be the first nonprofit I've ever worked on, so this is good. I mean, I've always been, well, not always, but I was taught by my mentor, which Pedro is one of my mentors. He's taught, he always teaches, or at least he did when I did his Crush It You program years ago. He said to have a nonprofit, a what did he say? There was like three businesses to have a nonprofit, a for-profit, and it's one other one, I think. I can't remember the third one. I have to think of what that is, but three different ones. But man, that was good. So it's been a good day. And after that, we had what's called the DBBR, which is Doing Bible Bread Reading. And this was amazing too. It's just been so many great things happening today. So during Bible study, there was a gentleman who was Muslim. I believe he was Muslim. And he joined our Bible study. And then he started to talk about the Quran. And the lead pastor, Pastor Mark, asked him for an example where he could find, asked him if he could find an example in the Quran where you receive encouragement, no, compassion, where you receive compassion. And he couldn't find one. And so Pastor Mark said, okay, well, it's a long story, but in the end, the gentleman felt heard. And I think that's so important. We may not share the same faith and belief, but it's important to listen. It's important to hear the other person, and it's important that they feel heard. And then at the end, we ended up praying for him and, said, hey, you could repeat or you cannot repeat. And so we prayed and asked him to come back. And it was just a beautiful reflection of humanity, which we don't see or hear a lot about that. But man, it's a lot of good things happening in this world. Even though on the airways we may not see it, it's a lot of good things happening. So man, that was rich. That was rich. And last but not least, a good friend of mine in Canada, we connected on Zoom after that. Actually, during that, I was double, double booking. But we were on Zoom and I was helping her get her book launched on KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. So she could publish her own book because she's been going through a lot of iterations of trying to get help. I said, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So that was my day. And that's not all, but I think I've rambled on enough. So I want to thank you. If you really like hearing positive, encouraging, inspirational, good news, then tune in and go ahead and smash that subscribe button and like and share. And I will see you, if the Lord says the same, tomorrow, hopefully not so late at night. Well, it's not too late. It's only a little after 10 here, but still, I want to start doing these earlier. Okay, good night. Peace and blessings to you all.